part played a part in it to why you want to be free from another country.
2. I like it. 1. All right, so let's do this. Just to, again, y'all remember the definition of discourse, right? What was the difference between discourse and discussion? It is what? Starts with an O.
Organized.
Okay. So let's do this. Let's organize how we're going to talk real quick. Let's use the share out. Let's keep it share out to 1 to 2 sentences. Okay. Let's start with group 1.
They didn't like the idea that there was foreign dictation. And they went from America to another country, trying to tell them how to run their country.
Okay, so
Tell them what to do.
foreign representation. And what's that for this group? I like it. So was that an added idea or something that you kind of just elaborated on?
We elaborated on
Okay, cool. I like that. Y'all discuss reason because I heard. What about this group? 1 to 2 sentences.
The discussion helped us to understand more points in terms of what motivated them to seek their freedom and, like taxation without representation and things like that.
Cool. So it sounds like we added another reason here. Yes. All right, cool. 3. And what's happening for these 2 groups? Good job, guys. All right, go ahead.
We kind of elaborated on the representation that the colonists didn't have in Parliament. Again, focusing on that distance of Great Britain in the American colonies and the taxes that was imposed.
Yes, I see a connection between these 2 groups. And what's happening for the 3rd group? I like it. 1 to 2 sentences. What ideas either changed and change can be either added or elaborated on?
I was just pretty much like group 3. We elaborated and like added on to them being the distance and the taxes and everything else. So, and how it all led up to the American Revolution.
Perfect.
So like that time frame.
Let's give it a snap for group 4. Now, real quick, I want to jump back just for a quick second and applaud you all because what y'all are doing is listening across groups, which sometimes can be hard to even think about, and especially some of y'all teach middle schools, like myself, I teach high school, so thinking about kids talking in a group, and I'm not, the centerpiece of talking can be very, very fearful. Yes or no?
Yes.
So what we're going to do is, again, today, just jumping back on what our objective today, learning strategies that we can naturally do as social studies teachers to start student discourse in our classroom to make our job a little bit easy. I just have to remember how to facilitate the discussion here, add some points here and there, and everybody gets the idea. And I like how you were listening to the other groups and you reference what ideas the group did. All right, good job, guys. So what we're going to do real quick, discussion helps students, all right, and we won't take 2 minutes to discuss this because essentially we just did this entire circle, all right? And what I'll do is, everyone look at these top 2 parts, process ideas or hear new perspectives. Some of you all everyone started in one of those 2 perspectives, whether you didn't know much about the revolution and the relationship between Britain and the United States, so you might have had to hear some new perspectives and then you had to process your ideas. But essentially, think about our thinking as we're going through today's activity. We're going through the entire conundrum of ideas. Some of us are going to hear new ideas. We're going to process new ideas as well, refine what we know, and maybe mix the new and what we already know into a new and developed explanation about a reason or explanation or question. All right. And when students do the work verbally first, their written responses improve. All right. And data says this. All right. Let's go to this next step because this is going to be important for us as a class. And again, I want to model how this activity is going to go even in your classroom because that was by design that today we're going to model just the same things that you all can do in your own classrooms as early as next week. All right. Again, so this jigsaw structure, for those who are unfamiliar with how this goes, all right, participants become experts in one area, then teach their home group, all right? Now, what you didn't know, right, your first group where you started off with, that was your home group, all right? And then we did what? We moved to separate, okay? So part of this, it might take, all right, 2 days, all right, to really define how this is going to look in your classroom, because you have to define how you're going to facilitate the direction to your students. And we have some examples that we're going to see later, all right? We started in our home group, all right? Then we moved to our expert station, which is where you are now. And at your expert station, I want everyone to look at number 3. I need you to read number 3 by yourself and give me a thumbs up when you're done reading it. Gotcha. All right, at station, I'm just following along, just so we're on the same page. We're going to read and analyze materials. That's what's in your folders at your stations, all right? We're going to discuss ideas. We're going to complete an activity, and you're going to create a product. And guess what you're going to do with that product? Take that product back to your home group and share it out, okay? So everyone has a part, all right? And that's group 3, that's step 3, I'm sorry. All right, and then we're going to return to your home group and teach your home group and then apply to an actual lesson. Now, real quick, I do want to focus you all on, like, what is the end product of today? After we get to 90 minutes, everything's going to be great because I get to go home. Well, what things are we gonna try to accomplish today? You have something like this as your like exit ticket today, which is basically just like a mini lesson plan on how you're going to do student discourse either next week, the week after, or soon in your classrooms, all right? You're gonna develop like an extended response, what discussion structure you're going to use, and again, somebody in your home group has an answer, has a discussion structure, and their job is to display that back to you or communicate that back to you. Then you're gonna think about like key ideas. So one of your group is gonna be focused on key ideas. And then what questions or guiding questions can you add to that? All right. So that's basically what you're going, that's your exit ticket after you come back to your home groups. All right. These are your groups, these are your topics for each group. All right. Everyone look at your group, your number. That is your focus on today's student discourse. Group 1, why student discourse matters. Group 2, your structures that support student discourse. Group 3, right there. Y'all are planning for student thinking and misconceptions. All right, and then group 4, and your activity is centered around using discourse to strengthen student writing. All right, so those are your focuses, and you'll see that focus on your actual packet. All right, you're gonna have 15 minutes to work in your expert group. What are these called again?
The
The expert
expert.
group, and then you're gonna go back to your home groups after the 15 minutes after your activity. All right. As you are doing this, your expert station work, I'm gonna be walking around because I have some things as an educator, as a facilitator, that I already kind of know about each group. And I'm gonna just make sure everybody has their parts so they can come up to this at the end. All right, does everybody understand that? It's important that me as facilitator, if you're going for 15 minutes, what things can I add to each group to make sure that everyone can get to this part? All right, so let's do this. I'm gonna just read the directions and boards for Melanie. Read and analyze materials. Discuss your ideas with your group, complete your station activity, and you are prepared to teach your home group. All right, in 15 minutes. Sounds cool? All right, do this. Make sure you have instructions. You should have instructions that look something like this with your topic on the front. All right, that's your reading for that's your
So it's an
activity.
hour?
Yeah, no, it's this one. Should be. There it is. There it is. There you go. You should have a packet with something like this. Yeah. These are the home groups for the stations. This is where we need that. This one. All right. How long do we have? 15 minutes. All right, remember, don't do your home group bad. Go back to, your goal is right now to go back to your home group with something to put in the pot. Because y'all have a piece to add to the whole jumble. All right? 15 minutes. 15 minutes. I'm making sure we all have our instructions. All right, if you need pencils, utensils, anything, please raise your hand and let me know. I need it for you. All right, there's highlighters over here to your left, am I right? Yep. And there's markers. Most of y'all won't need markers, but some of y'all might need a pen or two. All right? If you need anything, just let me know. Already? I will go ahead and start this 15 minutes, all right? Go ahead and get started. Yes, you can write on that activity sheet. Absolutely.